Hello everyone, Zodiac back again with some more What's on Deck. And first and foremost, let me just say there will not be a What's on Deck next week or the week after because I will be out of town. So 2 weeks of no What's on Deck. You'll have to keep an eye on what's going on for yourselves if you want. On Kickstarter or via Kickstarter or via United Cardists, for instance, or my Facebook group perhaps. But I will be having regular deck reviews every day. I have lots ready to go. And you can see there's one coming up today, the Bicycle Weiss Larson deck, which by the time this video is up, it will be live. So if you haven't checked it out, what are you waiting for? Go check it out. Let's see, however, what's going on in the world of playing cards outside of that. And, of course, also, there will not be any unboxings. There will be an unboxing sometime at the end of this week. I will have an unboxing video up for what I get this week, which I'm expecting a few things. But there won't be any unboxings next week. The week after, I will do an unboxing though, because I will be back by the end of that week. Anyway, I'm very excited about this trip. I'm going out to visit my sister. I'm going out for my nephew's baptism. I'm going to be a godfather. I'm very happy about that. For a long time, I didn't think I was going to be an uncle or a godfather, and now I'm going to be both. And well, it's going to be going on a camping trip. So it's going to be my first time on a camping trip in a long time. And it's going to be my first time on a camping trip in a trailer outside of an old tent trailer we had years ago, but an actual real trailer with actual kitchen and bathroom and stuff like that. So it's going to be very interesting. So anyways, I'm looking forward to all that. And excited about that. I've been counting down the days. I will be continuing to count down the days for the next few days. We head out on Friday, and we'll arrive there in Alberta on Saturday, if all goes well. And yeah, look forward to seeing everyone. Anyways, let's get on to playing cards. That's a little update on me and what's going on. So, on Kickstarter, all of that. Apparently there's a Brexit game. Whoop-de-doo. So, Collectible Playing Cards has a new deck. At least it's under the account of Mike Wistolil, which is Collectible Playing Cards. It's a new Bicycle Limited Edition, City Skylines, Chicago. They previously had one for New York. I don't know if I've had that video live yet or not. I don't recall. But if it's not, it'll be live soon enough. In fact, I could probably check if I wanted. Maybe. Yes, there it is. It's live. 2 weeks ago. This is the new one. It seems to have more of a bluish color. And a different back design. And of course it says Chicago. I don't know how many cities they're planning to do. How many they're going to feature. If they're going to go outside the U.S. I mean, they could do like Paris or London or Hong Kong. Dubai would be an excellent one. They have just a huge amount, dozens of decks they can do with this theme. And the faces are just fairly generic, unfortunately. Backs are pretty nice. And has the year that I guess the city was born, 1847. Fairly generic faces. Just recolored cards with a border. Nice index, nice pips. And one I will definitely look to pick up later on. They also have the New York one here, just showing, I guess, the first edition. There's going to be 1,000. It's going to have gold foil embossed tuck case. USB-C. Pretty soon it's going to get confusing. USB-C card mooning is going to be one and the same. 600 decks will be available here. The Rain Fund will be available from certain card and magic shops at a price of $24.95. And currently they have it available for $24. That is effing expensive. I don't want to lose any money. Are you kidding me? Who do you think is going to pay for that? I mean, that's a hell of a lot more than the previous one was available. It seems really expensive. I mean, it's just a nice tuck case. That's it. The colors are basically standard, generic. That's not worth that price. I will wait to see if Murphy's has, because that's just a ridiculous price. And saying that, okay, they're going to have 600 here. Others will be available from magic sites and card sites at the retail price of $24.95. Why don't they have it here for less, like 20 bucks or something? Why is it 24 bucks? Why is it the same price? Ooh, you save 95 cents. Well, you might as well just wait. You might get cheaper shipping elsewhere. Who knows? But, yeah. But it's really well funded. It had a very low goal of $2,000. Obviously, it's already produced, I'm going to assume, or in production. And I also don't like how it says first edition on the seals. I mean, there's going to be more editions of this in the future. I don't even think we need more editions of this. Anyway, next up we got Zodiac by Fortuna playing cards. They're trying to break Kickstarter. I've seen this whole break Kickstarter thing going on, whatever. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. Anyways, let's look at these ones. Interesting core cards. Unnecessary one way with that logo in the center. Obviously Zodiac themed. First project. Apparently they are a group of artists, magicians, and artists working with the SBC/Card Monday and Gambler's Warehouse. I don't know who's in this group. Funded by USBC. Premium upgraded paper stock to additional cut. They will have extra cards that will make together a map of constellations. And there's a blue gilded version available as well. And there's a special for a black deck. Because we really need a black deck. Well, I mean, the one is obviously a one way with the symbol. I see they got the Zodiac symbols on there. They're pretty cool. And they're pretty interesting. The core cards. That is. And then the number cards as well. Pretty nice. Different symbols in there. And then you see the Jokers with more figures. And then the back design is pretty nice as well. I'd like to know more about the creators before giving them my money and who's involved in this. I would say that much. The Black Edition is unlocked at $30,000. Highly doubt they will hit that. I mean, right now they're struggling to hit the $7,777. What? No 77 cents? Goal. Moving along. Artisan Presents, which is TCC, by the way. They probably lost their other accounts for legal reasons. They have awarded exquisite collection playing cards display. Unsurprisingly, they're trying to get in on the Jerry's Nugget funding and whatnot by using Jerry's Nuggets displayed in that case. Yeah. We don't care though. Next we have Convolution by Kyle somebody. It's 0% funded right now. 54 days ago. A whole $2 pledged. Chances of this one funding are, well, about zero from the looks of it. I guess I've said this many times. There's no reason to have a 50 or 60 or 45 day project. Either your project is going to fund in 30 days or 20 days, or it's not. And if you think you need this many days to fund, it's garbage. And case in point. And this is his second project as well. He's a firefighter. This is good for him. Thank you for serving the community. The back design is kind of okay. It's not bad. Not really sure what the theme is exactly. It's trying to start a new business designing playing cards. Well, the problem is, he's shown us one picture, has not shown us the faces, and has a random goal without saying who's producing them. And I recall he had another project. Kyle Moore is the guy, by the way. What was his other project again? Oh yes, he split playing cards, which he had very generic Chinese faces on there. Well, made in China, Ace of Spades. And that was a failure. And now he's got decided to launch another failure. Oh, Kyle. Where did we go wrong? Go watch my videos on suggestions for Kickstarter projects. Moving on. Vertex playing cards by Tricks. I really think this should change the Tricks to just Trix, like, Tricks, cereal. Tricks of Kids. That would look cooler, Tricks. Like that. 17% fun at 25 days to go. It's a simplistic deck. I really dislike it already. Why is everyone trying to break Kickstarter? Kickstarter is already broken enough as it is. I don't understand that whole thing. The back design, kind of tired of all these decks with splits down the back design, diagonal splits like that. It's been done by the Odyssey decks already. And then there's some other lines. How exciting. Apparently green and blue pips on the faces scattered outside of that. A very minimalist tuck case. No other look at the court cards, which tells me they're going to be 100% standard but recolored. And printed by USB-C. $12 for one deck is reasonable. But I'm not sure if that's going to find it. $6,000 goal. Apparently his company is, well, I don't know, it also says here Ascension playing cards. Trying to design cards for Carnage Collector and Magician. Lisa Toll, it's a girl. Yeah, I didn't know that. She's had some other projects, and they were the Ruby playing cards, which failed twice, and this one is going right along the same path, I would think. It does have time, but it's barely gotten any support as is. And I'm not sure she's learned from previous mistakes, which included relaunching the Ruby playing cards with, I think, a bigger goal and no changes. It was not going to work out. I could be wrong, but I think that's what it was. Next, Varg Clans. Illustrated playing cards by Blake E. Davis. It is funded 23 days to go. Let's check out what the Varg is all about. Interesting Joker. And a logo and everything. $15 US though for one deck. This is a little bit pricey. But nice, interesting court cards. I'm not going to say nice. I don't know if I don't necessarily like them. They're okay. You got different clans and suits. The Arlos, the Skirter, the Durid, and the Utolikt. Something like that. Interesting enough. The back design is really, I don't know what it has to do with anything really. It's okay, but it's not overly exciting. I also dislike borderless, black borderless deck with white faces. It seems pointless. Put in a white border there. Also, I'm a little bit concerned about these details being so close to the corners. It might not be good for if it gets printed off centered. If it's USB-C, and it's interesting there. Just not sure I'm really feeling it. Maybe it's something I'll pick up later on. He will be making the artwork live on Twitch every weekday. Okay. Add-ons. $20 for one deck, $30 worldwide. I guess he's factoring shipping there. Yes, he is. Stretch goals. I don't think he's going to hit those. Maybe. I don't know if Varg Clan is based on anything. Actually, he's funded, so maybe I'll let the stretch goals. I don't know if the Varg Clans, if that's based on anything. It is based on Almond Sword Universe by Fantasy Arts by Davis. So it's his own creation. So obviously he's going to have some support. So it's good. It's first project though. Next we have the Invasion Blood Edition by Rattlesoul. This is his second or third project. It is 72% funded, 27 days to go. They previously had a different color in the Invasion decks. And I'm pretty sure they had a different project as well. Maybe I'm wrong. Prison from the Oblivion. This is their third project. I don't remember what the other one was. There's 4 alien races in this deck. The Pekians, Bootians, Freffians, and Zerfians. I always like people being unique and original. I think that's cool. They're trying to conquer and enslave planets. And they've come to the solar system. But they're being opposed by the humans. Us weakling humans. $16 US for one deck. A t-shirt. You can get a t-shirt as well. How exciting. There's your faces. I think. It's a nice enough back design. I do like that. But I was turned off by the faces on these decks. Mainly the pips. Which are not really showing us too much. Here we go. The original deck and the new one. Pretty nice back designs. I think the red one would be better with silver on it as well, as opposed to gold. I don't know, just sometimes the color schemes aren't the best in some decks, like the red and gold, blue and gold. Silver always looks nice. Red and silver would be nice, just in my opinion. I mean, the core card artwork is pretty nice, as you can see. I don't know if it's the same as the previous deck or not. The aces are pretty nice. I do like the ace of diamonds, it's got that diamond that also kind of looks like a poker chip. Incidentally, there's some poker chips on it. But I'm not really liking the number cards or how the pips are. They're not the most user-friendly cards in the world. That's my main dislike. Make them more user-friendly, and I would be totally in. Also, I'm not sure who's printed them. There's also a stretch goal for a Ash edition, which is going to be marked and black and gray in color. Yet they have not shown us that, which would probably be a nice thing to do. Well, hey, here's a teaser. This is what's coming up. You know, get people excited, get people interested. I think they were printed by Noir Arts as well, which is a little bit of a downside to me. They also have a wooden box for 2 decks, as you can see. How exciting. Just trying to see. Come on. Oh, it's going to be printed by Extra Point Cards. How exciting. Let's get out of here before this screws up on me again. Okay. I'm a little bit warm here today. It's warm this weekend, obviously. Journey Point Cards by Macros for Black. Why for black? Is this racist or something? 3% funded, 23 days to go. I don't think it's gonna fund. just a hunch, just a guess. Ease my hair. Boy, could this be any slower? What is this? A club pip inside of a light bulb? No, it's a skull of some sort, I think. It's upside down. It looks like a skull. You got the same thing with the diamonds. I see. The pip is on the forehead of the skull, which kind of looks more like a light bulb. Also, from what I'm seeing, there's no index suit indicator, which is horrible, in my opinion. First project, $13,000 Australian dollar goal, which is a bit high, maybe not too bad considered. Probably $10,000 US. The back design is not overly exciting. It says the handle is good for courtesy, but they're not telling us who. I haven't seen who's printing them. Okay, it says here it's going to be printed by USB-C. Again, though, there's no pip in the index. You can't use that to identify what card you're holding. Except for this, which I assume is the ace of clubs that you're seeing here in the front. That's the only one that has a pip in the index. Who cares if it's poker size if you can't use it for poker? Because there's no poker peaks. And the court cards, I'm not feeling them. I'm not really feeling these decks. 5,000 decks are being printed. They want to print, or perhaps more in the future. I don't think you're going to find that many people interested in this deck. Case in point, you got 17 whole backers. I don't think this one's going to fund. Just a hunch. Mahong playing cards by Kyle and friends. If this is the same Kyle as the other one, I don't think it is. It's in Hong Kong. 5% funded, 42 days to go. Again, way too long of a project. And I'll be honest, I don't know a whole lot about Mahong. It's a $20,000 Canadian goal. That's what it works out to. I don't think it's going to fund. It's way too high. Way too high of a goal by a Hong Kong artist. And use it for multiple games. Like I said, I think I was trying to say, be honest, I don't know anything about Mahong. Why are they showing us a bunch of generic faces? Actually, so they played Mahong on a cruise, middle of the sea with some decks. They decided, let's make a deck that's specifically for Mahong. So the diamonds are the dots, the clubs are bamboo, the hearts are characters, the spades are winds and dragons. Wonderful. And they have stretch goals for bonus cards. So how many do you actually get? 216 cards. That's a massive deck of cards. And one rigid box. That seems like it would be... Okay, it's a tile game. That seems like you would need a lot of space to play Mahong with a deck of cards. For regular size deck of cards. So yeah, I really don't think this one's going to fund. I think as limited opponent is that popular of a game as is. I think you're not. Moving on to stuff that we've already seen. Singularity playing cards, black and white by Relatively playing cards. 38% funded, 32 days to go. May or may not make it, I'm not really sure at this rate. I did send my fonts to the creator, he appreciated them. He's had similar fonts from other people, but he's also, and that being that it should just be the black deck, but he's also had people who actually want the white deck. So, I mean, I can understand that. Trump cards, Family Edition, Mega Devera / Devera text team. 9% funded, 24 days to go. It's not going to happen. Maserata playing cards relaunched by Emmanuel has funded 21 days ago. I know he sent out a little message to previous backers, a little plea, and it's funded now, so that's good. He still has lots of time. Hopefully he hits the stretch goal so that they get printed by expert playing cards like before. Diamond playing cards number 12 by Sunset Edition by Diamond playing cards is funded 10 days to go. Never been a huge fan of those ones myself. Tapestry playing cards by G&G, is funded 3 days to go. I really want to know if these are already produced, because that would be against Kickstarter terms. I know the Hazes one is definitely produced. Dance of Death playing cards, the second and third decks, you also have the first ones by Sergey, is 94% funded, 17 days to go. Just a matter of time. I did actually get the first one. I don't know if I'm going to be interested in getting any more. I still need to get on to that review after my holidays, obviously. Perplexity playing cards by 10th Dimension Productions, 4% funded, 17 days to go. Still perplexed as to why we launched this with a goal that is more than the amount of funding he achieved last time. But it's not going to happen anyways. Dark Skies by Tim Olinger, also a relaunch, 4% funded, 17 days to go, also not going to happen. Again, I'm perplexed as to why he would relaunch with a much larger goal than he originally had, despite barely achieving any funding last time. But it is what it is. Bellevue playing cards by Michael Hagan at 8 High Studios is 33% funded, 17 days to go. I'm not sure it's going to happen. It's nice enough on the backs. The faces leave a lot to be desired, in my opinion. Then there's the Mono Zero and Mono Zero R, aka Red. by Luke Waddy. It is funded 14 days ago. Not a soccer, cars are fans of his work. I am not personally. Back-to-back baby-themed playing card slots and milestone cards by Dolly Arabe. It's 8% funded, 15 days ago. I don't think it's going to happen. Year of the Rat. Lunar Zodiac playing cards. 2 out of 12 editions by Nomad's playing cards. It is well funded, 57 hours to go. Not really a fan. I don't need to add a set of 24 decks to my collection. Then there's Butterfly playing cards in black by Andre Slika. How to pronounce it exactly. Well funded, 11 days to go. Just find it's a little bit pricey considering it's supposed to be a worker's deck. And it's like $35 or something. Or at least in Canadian. No, I think it's $35 US. It's a bit pricey. For what it is. I mean, it's a nice foil deck. There's a silver and a gold one, which makes it even worse. Because it's twice as much money you'd want to pledge for. The gilded edges, I think, are going to make it hard for workers to use, in my opinion. But whatever. It is what it is. I'll stick with the original ones in red and blue. Next up, Bicycle Point Cards Alphabet Edition by the ridiculous gaming studio. 25% fun, 10 days to go. Not going to happen at this rate. Then there's the 180 deck by B. Page. It is funded, 10 days to go. Good for them, it's not my cup of tea. Authentic Jerry's Nugget playing cards, reprints by the Expert Playing Card Company, which is interesting that they're printing with the USB-C, at least some of them. It is extremely well funded. 9 days to go. They've added some stretch goals. They've hit those stretch goals. There was a lot of controversy because currently they have, 10 days to go? 9 days to go. And they hit a bunch of stretch goals that were completely unachievable and so late in the game. There's also been complaints that they're not rewarding backers as much with these stretch goals. Like, other creators would say, hey, there's a stretch goal, everyone gets a free sticker. Or everyone gets a free mini deck or something like that. No, they just continuously want more and more of your money. It's just a cash grab is what it is, a blatant cash grab. And so you got the standard red and blue, and we put that on the web press, not breast. My apologies. On a B-stock fit crust. B-stock for a modern feel, traditionally cut. The modern editions. Then they've unlocked this King's Wild edition. I am going to get it, but I really wish that, I really don't see why they need to have Jackson Robinson involved in this whole thing. Let's just keep it simple. Let's just keep it to Jerry's Nugget decks. Why must so many people have their hands in this? And their hands in my pockets, in my wallet. Get the hell out of there. Then they've unlocked these teal and coral modern field nuggets, which is fine. $10 each. $15 to the King's Wild deck, which has an okay back design inspired by the original. Don't know anything about the faces. Don't even know who's producing the King's Wild deck. It doesn't say. And then, of course, there is there's more. There's also the vintage feel, which can be printed in China by Expert Playing Cards. Why not Taiwan? I don't see why not. And those are in red or blue. Paper clips, brick boxes, etc., etc. There's also stripper decks. There's also a gaff deck, which I am in on as well. And there is the blue luxury foil Jerry's Nugget. I don't know why they don't also do a red one. It would make sense. So people would want the red just as much as the blue, unless it just doesn't look as good as the blue one. Or they just want to leave it for the future. Yeah. Pretty nice. Again, there was other stretch goals as well. Let's look at those stretch goals. very quickly, if we can. Now, quickly. So, this engraved Jerry's Nugget case was supposed to be with $450,000 in funding, which they're nowhere near at the moment. Well, they're close, they're kind of close. But they've decided to add it right now. These teal and cool nuggets were supposed to be with $500,000 in funding. They reduced that to $425,000. The Jerry's, the King's Mountain edition was supposed to be at $550,000 in funding. They decided to just add it on right now. My argument was, you guys already have almost $500,000 in funding. You can more than enough afford to produce these decks, and we'll get additional money when you make them available. So bloody make them available. People are going to want to add them on. They're going to add them on. Stop teasing people with carrots that are unachievable, that you can't get to. And then there was these luxury foil decks. Not a fan of them at all. $650,000 in funding and $750,000 in funding. Silver and Glow, please, for the love of God, don't do these. They're horrible. They look like, as somebody pointed out, like NOC decks, like the knock foil decks that they did with the Jerry's Nugget logo on there. They lack any kind of style or pizzazz, in my opinion. Instead, give us the luxury foil in red. Why do we need silver and gold? Nobody asked for silver and gold. The teal and cool ones are nice. It's more like pink though. And green. Which is okay. I actually don't mind that. Incidentally, I used to have a green reprint deck years ago. Then I traded it for like a different deck. Which is fine. It wasn't that good quality and it was unauthorized. But it's still kind of pricey from what I can recall. One that I would like to see added on is an actual reproduction of a real Arco printed Jerry's Nugget Casino deck in green, which is a slightly bit different on the back design and very rare and hard to find, but they don't seem to be interested in that. Anyway, moving on. Black Spades playing card with the upside down, well, with a V instead of an A by Black Spades. It's well funded, 11 hours to go. 3 different decks available there. I decided to go for that. The Amazon Battle. I don't even know what the hell that is. Never mind. Solaire by Penguin Magic. 56% funded. 3 days to go. Not going to happen, barring a miracle. It's still possible, I suppose, but I don't think it's going to happen. Personally, I prefer to see the previous decks relaunched. Nightclub playing cards by Alex X Riffle is funded. 5 days to go. I'll work to get those later on. The Aussie Collier playing cards by Lisa Rye is well funded. 4 days to go. A lot of dog lovers out there, obviously. Limited edition figure model playing cards by Robert Hobbs is well funded. 3 days to go. Pretty low go though. Not a fan. Julie Box, fantastic deck of Magnificent Beatles by S-Han. Ziafati is also, it's close, it's 81% funded, 18 hours to go. Don't think it's going to make it, but you never know. Solaire Zakura playing cards relaunched by Seema Buckley, 60% funded, 31 hours to go. Again, don't think it's going to make it. Forget that assembly, that House of Cards thing. No, it's not going to happen. And that's it for Kickstarter. What else is going on outside the world Kickstarter? Well, a bunch of decks have been released. It's Cardistry-Con apparently. A bunch of decks have been released. Also, Zach Mueller has decided to release some more of his older decks, some of his own stock. I guess he's in need of more money. That's my guess. He's using too much of the money he's received from previous projects, so he's, yeah. He's looking for more money. As you can see, pinks, greens, carrots. 2 different types of carrots. Chinatown wants the wine. Blues, reds apparently. Slight fontaines. And the watermelon. I admit, I decided to buy the watermelon because I do like that color. And I wanted it. He also has released a new deck, the Chocolate Fontaines. And personally, I prefer the chocolate playing cards that I got a while back over that. It's not that exciting. It's a brown turd color. let's put it that way. And it's just really unnecessary. It's just getting ridiculous. Like, okay, you've done well with the Fontaines. Let's see you do something completely different and unique and original. If you're wondering, China Fontaines are available for $15. The Carrot First Edition also for $15. The Wine Edition is available for $25, as are the Watermelons. Carrots V2, which I somewhat thought about getting, but nah, $25 for the Watermelons, enough. Don't hate me for getting the Watermelon. It's a cool color. It's a unique color. But those ones are available for $15. Slights are available for $25. The greens were available for $25. They've sold out. The Guess, which are horrible in my opinion, horrible one-way design, horrible design. They were available for $25. I had no interest. Carrots V3. Okay, well there's another carrot deck apparently, available for $15. Really could care less. It's getting ridiculous. What's next? Blue carrots? Green carrots? Like, I don't know. I like the original one. I'm happy with that orange one. Blue Fontaines are available for $50. No, thank you. Same with the blacks, which are sold out. And the pinks. Never liked that pink color. It's just too light. Rip and Dip, which I also never liked. $25, but they're sold out. And reds were available. $50. They probably sold out like that. Somehow, the blue ones have not sold out. I guess you had lots of those printed. Let's look at these V3s if we can. That's it. So basically it's red instead of orange on the black. In the V2, it's really lame to just do little recolors like that. So moving along from that, let's see what else is out there. Riffle Shuffle. Back with another. They seem to do releases weekly now. It's getting ridiculous. My wallet, please. Take a break, Riffle Shuffle. Take a break. You've earned it. Stop trying to get my money. But they have a new one, the Series B V2. It's a 48-hour special. It's on sale for $7.95. Apparently 48 hours now means a week, because it's been like that for a while, I do believe. Ooh, if you purchase 6 or more, they come in a premium embossed half brick box. What if you get a brick? Designed by Edmund Valenzuela, it is a second edition of the previous one. New color scheme. Looks pretty nice. Obviously I am getting these. Look forward to checking those out. And then I've seen that playing cards on it has something new that I thought was worth mentioning. And that is the Bicycle Japan playing cards. $40 for the set of 3 is not bad. $13.95 each individually. You can see a review on my channel if you want to know more about them. They're basically a colorful rider back. Well, that's that. They also have other Japanese theme decks, as you saw back here. The Triple X one, the Dola, Mark Gonzalez, I think that is, Fragments, the Dragon Ball Z, and the Always Out of Stock, which is actually in stock. And then there's this. House of Playing Cards has released a new NLC deck, or at least they are releasing it today. Doesn't seem to be. Maybe it is available. Should be. Basically, to me, I look at this. It looks like the NLC deck that was on Art of Play back around Black Friday. Except it's got an 8-bit look to it. It's basically the same back design, except they've cubed it. And it's in a very shiny foil box. It doesn't seem to be available just yet. It's kind of odd that their previous decks are still available. Well, the 3000X1 Dark, the limited edition ones are sold out. Fort Knox have apparently sold out. They'll be back eventually, I'm sure. Knockouts are still available. The Sim Lim deck is still available. Review coming soon. I'm sure. I know I've got it ready to go. Yeah. Apparently this one's not available yet. And it's been selling other custom decks as well, as you can see. If you're looking for any of them. Speaking of orbits, looking at orbits, there is something new from the orbits. Also maybe something new from Chicken Nuggets. In fact, we'll look at all that momentarily. And yes, more new coming soon from Riffle Shuffle as well. It's just ridiculous how many releases they keep doing. Oops. You don't want to install software. What the hell's going on here? We're just going to go to Cardify. I don't know what's up with the Orbit playing card site. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong link. The Orbit Brown, that's what it is. I don't know why I was looking at Chris Brown. I know it's my Chris Brown, but obviously it's not chrisbrown.com. It's the orbitbrown.com. I don't know if they have anything new on the website yet. I'm expecting it soon. Of course, Art of Play has released Cardistry Con deck, and there's a free one you can get if you buy a brick. No, thank you. First edition. I don't care about the first edition. Let me also look at something else. Is this going to open or what? This is just ridiculous. How long some of these websites take to load? Or maybe it's just my damn computer. I apologize. This video, hopefully, will be coming to an end soon. My goodness. Is it going to open up? Never mind. Screw it. I wanted to see something on Hudson. If we could find it. Please. Alright. Let's just go on with this. Cardified News. These are all new decks spotted at Cardistry Con in Portland this year. Cardistry Con 2019. And there is a ton of them. First of all, there's NPC 1. I don't know if that is the same as the beta. Let's see if we can get that open up. We'll get back to that. Of course, the Cardistry Con Knock, which again, looks like he regurgitated a deck that was released by Art of Play earlier, well, late last year, and put it in a shiny box, made it 8-bitty. Then there's the, why can't we view them here? I don't want to go to Instagram. Isometric X Tricks. Collaborating with a, oh, now it wants to open up. Okay, so the NPC 1 definitely looks different than the beta one. It's got green and blue and yellow. I don't know if it's going to be available on Kickstarter. That would be a no-no if they've already produced it. Then there's this, the Isometric X Tricks, which I'm not really interested in. Oh, it looks like they're taking Mickey Mouse's hand, put it all over the back design, which may be a legal issue. Just saying. Thank you, but no thank you. Then there's the Fontaine Chocolate Edition, which actually looks reddish in this picture for some reason. Ultra Orbit Cardistry-Con First Edition, whatever that means. That's all we're seeing for some reason. Anyone cap logos? Really don't care at all. Take your logo and stick it up your back end. It's just horrible. I don't know why anyone spends so much money on their lame ass decks. There goes my money for this video. I mean, it's just a logo on a back design. It's just horrible. Speaking of anyone, they also have Houndstooth, which again is not all that exciting. It's a little bit better, but still not that exciting. Then there's the Cardistry-Con CCC edition, which this is the one you can get free by buying the green version at Order Play. The Z deck, I don't know who this is by. And I'm not really interested. Then there's My Turn, Hotel and Casino. Another casino. How many color variations? Place your bets. How many color variations are we going to see of the My Turn? I don't even know who's putting this one out. Does it say on the bottom? I can't tell. It just says My Turn. I don't know who's putting this out. Please, just this one. That's enough. That's all we need. Also, why does it say crushed stock on the front? It seems unnecessary. Oh, God. More anyone. Anyone holofoil mirror. I was not impressed with the last one they did, and I am not going to buy this one. By the way, since everyone likes to comment on how I have dirty nails, what's under that fingernail? It looks kind of dirty. I'll be right back. Stay tuned. Look at this. My apologies. Had to turn off the oven. Fontaine Futures. There's 6 different versions apparently. Mystery decks with possibility of 6 different outcomes. The Glitz, the Polka, the 500, the Window, the Foil, and the Parrot. Oh my God, absolutely horrible. Don't even want to know what those are about. I can only imagine. Try your luck. And there's 1,000 of the Glitz, 1,500 of the Polka, 500 of the 500, go figure, 2,000 of the Window, 2,500 of the Foil, and 2,000 of the Parrot. Horrible. I have no interest in those whatsoever. Then there's the Diva French edition, which again, kind of hoping they don't take this to Kickstarter, because that would be against Kickstarter rules. It's a recolored version of the previous deck. I do like it. I like the previous one. I'm liking this. Block Plus edition. No, thank you. Did not care for the previous versions. Don't care for that one. And Squeezers V2 Lemonade. Alex's Lemonade Stand. Special edition. So basically, it's a slightly recolored version of the previous Squeezers deck. Is my imagination. Where's the Squeezers Grape Edition? That's what I want to see. I like grape juice. Let's do a grape edition. And then that's it. Let's call it because we don't need to do every freaking fruit under the moon, under the sun. Hatchin said I wanted to look at something here. Look at this. He is so totally trying to cast in on the current Jerry's Nugget things going on, as you can see with all this stuff that he's got on his Kickstarter. Bullfly. Is this available somewhere? He wants. Is this a new one, perhaps? There was something. Is that a black nugget? I've never seen black nuggets before. So apparently, was there black chicken nuggets? I don't recall. Oh yeah, I think there was. But I saw something. Maybe it's not here. Where is it? Oh, goodness. Everyone have to go to United Cars just because I wanted to show you something that is totally all about the current Jerry's Nugget hype and their project. We have to go to the Jerry's Nugget thread here. I do believe Zoo 52, by the way. Let's have a look at that. And we'll have a look at this. I think that's it worth talking about. So there's this Zoo 52, which is coming soon from Elephant Playing Cards. Has he partnered up with Bokobo now? I mean, this looks like something Bokobo would do. A weird tuck case. It's a Wolf and Whiskers edition. And a Playful Paws edition. What does this have to do with zoo? It's cats and dogs. They're not in a zoo. So calling it the Zoo 52 seems a bit of a stretch. But they're interesting. I'm not really feeling it. And I'm not in on these ones for sure. Have not really been a fan of the recent decks that Elephant Playing Cards has been doing. And then Striped Playing Cards by GotMagic.com. And that's it. It's a bunch of stripes. Not really digging it at all. Yay, colorful horsey or zebra. Yeah, I'm not sure who produced those. Oh yeah, look at that. That's where they got the idea from, apparently. $11.95 each. Okay. That cat. Where is that thing I saw here? Just bear with me. Where did I see that? Yeah, there's a lot of issues of people missing out on the original thing there because it's pretty limited and it just some people lost out on it before they could check out, if you will. So this project has not been perfect. There's been a lot of issues. So yeah, the Jerry's Nugget JN finish they're using for some of the decks for the vintage field ones is the same finish as used for the Stoics, which is not great from what I can recall and from what others seem to be saying. My goodness, where is that? Was it here that I saw it? Feel like we're getting close. So bear with me as I continue to flip through this until I find what the hell I'm looking for. I apologize. Ah, there it is. Hanson Chen on his Instagram account has done this. So this is an old Jerry's Nugget in green, put by Arco Playing Cards. They're really hard to find, really impossible to find. And it looks like Hanson Chen is getting in on the Jerry's Nugget cash money train by creating a new version of chicken nuggets like that. Or maybe that's going to be on the Jerry's Nugget campaign, who knows. But yeah, jumping on this bandwagon. Promoters knock off Jerry's Nugget, of course. This is why I've been trying to tell Aaron Prince and the people at the Jerry Snuggles Brothers, hey, give us this deck. You know, beat him to the punch. That's how we say. That's why I was on his own personal account. Ooh, yeah, this one. Blue one. They also had blue, apparently. They're also doing this one. And how does he get his hands on his decks? Send it to me. I want to review it. But I'm in on that. I'm definitely down with that. I do like those colors. More unique. And I really want to see them do reprint these ones that are harder to find. Collectors would be all over these. It would be easy money, in my opinion, to do these versions on their project. Not that they don't have enough decks on their project, but, I mean, come on. Ooh, what's that? Nan playing cards from Magic Daily. Interesting. Anyways, I'm getting way off track. Let's see what's going on playing card decks.com and Murphy's Magic, so I can possibly end this before I hit an hour. So they got some new stuff: BCA Superstars, Tally Ho Summer Fan Cardistry decks, the Numa, the Beta one. If you missed out on Kickstarter, by the way, very nice quality. Those ones, the best quality I've seen from NPC. Very much Tornamundi USB-C-ish. Definitely worth checking out. Don't ask me about the durability. People always ask me in the comments, often ask me, how durable is this deck? How long does it last? Heck if I know, because I barely use my decks of cards, so don't ask me if this is more durable than that, or how the quality really is. And yeah, some other stuff, Paradigm, which I'm getting, Series B V2, etc., etc. Murphy's Magic. There's actually something else I want to mention here as well, outside of just the regular playing cards. Try to close some of these pages. Alright, so I see that they're making available the tactical field decks in green and brown. Black Roses Alta Rosa. In on that. That's from Black Roses playing cards. Let's have a look at that. So there's the Alta Rosa. It's kind of a pink rose deck, which is fine. Totally makes sense. I see they're hinting at a blue one as well. How many color variations are you going to make? Do something different already. It's just getting ridiculous. Obviously, some modified faces by Daniel Snyder, like his previous decks, is more available on his website, but you have to buy like a brick of them. Special release. It's a dusky pink color, it says. Gentle and yet meaningful. I'm definitely interested, obviously. I mean, at that price, wholesale, I'm definitely in on that. 2900 produced, not be reprinted. It's a Zero of Diamonds Gaff card, traditionally cut, totally custom. The fifth deck in this Black Roses series, hopefully the last one, because again, I don't mind some recolors, but it gets to a point where when you have so many recolors, and I'm not going to say this about Riderbacks. I like Riderbacks and recolors, but again, they've kind of maxed out on the amount of recolors they can do at Riderbacks because they've done them all. But we don't need to see umpteenth, color variations of the same deck. It just gets ridiculous at some point in time. They've already done green, they've had black, they've had red, now they have pink, they've had white. What else did they have? I think that was it. Enough is enough, in my opinion. Though the blue does look pretty nice, I will say that. Moving on. Mortalis. I believe this was on Kickstarter before. It says custom faces. Those don't look custom to me. In fact, they look like they're missing something. A pip, which is removed for absolutely no reason. Please, people, if you're doing a deck of cards with standard court cards or whatever, there's no reason to remove a pip. It just makes it look like it's missing something. This is for like Magic and for performing. Your spectators are used to seeing this court card with a pip on it. Why remove the pip? I've never understood that. If you want to modify it or customize it, great. Removing a pip is not modifying or customizing. It's just lame. There's your Ace of Spades, which you can barely see. The closer you look, the less you see. Okay. I believe these are, yes, they are marked with an optimal marking system. Designed in such a way that the closer you look, the less you see. Okay, that's kind of cool. I am getting this to see what it's all about. Designed by the same guy who did the mint playing cards, Christopher Lacoste in Canada. Yay, Canada. It says there's custom court cards built from the ground up, featuring borderless cards with popping matching colors. Again, how are these built from the ground up? They're just standard court cards. Unless these are just special gas cards. I don't know. Apparently it takes less than 2 seconds to identify a rated card from the backs to the trained eye. I'm curious to see what these look like. I got all these decks from Murphy's Magic on hold until after I come back, because I don't want to be receiving anything or a whole lot while I'm not in town. But yeah, I'm interested to see what this is all about. How are these marked, by the way? I'm just curious. It's just a bunch of M's on the back design. It's not overly exciting. Next up, I'm also getting these. The Baraza's Magicas Serie Dorso Rosso. And there's also Azul. It's red and blue. Obviously that's Tamara's. Who's in this one here? Ascanio. Oh, I didn't know. He's obviously created the Ascanio spread. Di Vernon. And Harry Houdini. It features a whole bunch of different famous magicians, at least on the aces, the courts, and the jokers. It's a pretty nice, interesting back design. This one's red, and then, of course, the other one is blue, azul. Pretty nice. They are printed by, they are printed in Spain by Fournier. Like a Fournier 505, I guess, stock and finish. I don't know why they have this all in Spanish. Your customers suddenly all Spanish speaking? Because Murphy's Magic really, why don't you use Google Translate for this? Come on, you stupid. Hate when it does that. I do not want to copy the whole damn thing. Let's look at Google Translate quickly. I apologize. This is taking a lot longer than I would have liked. I am getting these ones. I'm curious to see Stock and Finish and the rest of the cards. Now, there is something else interesting in the translation that I can recall. Japanese. Oh, thank you. It's not Japanese. Work, damn it. This computer annoys me sometimes. Okay. So it says, attention collectors, limited edition. Finally, the cards that you were waiting for so long. And not one, but 3 barrages. 3. I only see 2. It says that they are Fournier 505. The cartoons are the most important illusions in history. The full color, perhaps missing the orange fuchsia, drawn by Idegorias, who has finished magicians to the crown. The cards have an asymmetric back, asymmetric back, as it should be, and even a double letter back, so you can invent the most magical games in history. If you're a collector, you cannot miss them. If you're not, yes. But think about the games you could do with the help of Houdini, Malini, Cardini, Colombini. Ooh, I like Colombini. I like that guy. Slidini, and many others that do not end in, such as Tamers, do not end in E, whatever, such as Tamers, Vernon, Copperfield, Max Maven, Leonard Green, Fu Manchu, Lafayette, Hofzinser, Siegfried and Roy, and more. That's amazing. That's a lot of magicians. Yeah, you can tell some interesting stories with those decks. That's for sure. You also come prepared for you to make fun for Zazis, whatever that means. Predictions, painting, all the games you can think of with your favorite magicians. There's only one game you can do in the company of so many magicians. Loners. I'm guessing that means solitaire, because that's here. Solitarios. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I was kind of surprised to see that. But I'm looking forward to checking them out, and I do wonder what this other third color is, apparently. There's a third color, I don't know what that is, a third deck. They don't seem to have it available on Murphy's, which is unfortunate. Is there anything else playing cards here worth mentioning? Nothing really new, stuff we've seen elsewhere, or seen before last week. But there is one more thing to talk about. I might have mentioned this before. The Land, Mystery and Madness by Richard Kaufman, book and a deck of cards. I could get it at Murphy's for $90 on the wholesale US. However, to ship it to me via USPS, it would cost $63. Youch. And if I send it via UPS, it'd be a lot cheaper. It'd be like $20. But then they're going to charge me like $80 in fees, I'm sure. Or something like that. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. For me, it's just as affordable, maybe more so, to get it from a Canadian website with free shipping for like $180, $190, whatever it is. I think it's $185 right now. But I'm not 100% sure. It is a nice looking book, tons of pages on basic card tricks without sleight of hand, featuring special decks and including the special deck, the Bicycle Mystery and Madness deck, which I did try to get from Vanishing Ink. I had ordered it, but then apparently they were out of stock, so I'm not getting that one. I did get it on eBay. It was not cheap. It was like $42 US or something. Not happy with that. But I still may get the book. 608 pages on his life story and all of his tricks. Which would make sense because I'm also getting two other decks that Vanishing Ink had, which are going to be marked and stripper and whatnot for all these effects. So if I'm going to have the decks, I might as well learn the tricks. Find out more about the tricks. So I'm tempted to do that. Let me know what you think. Should I do it? I would obviously provide a lot of content for the channel. So yeah, I could do it if it's still available from that website in a couple of weeks once I'm back from my break. I'm not going to get it now. Yeah, maybe I'll order it for the end of the week before I leave. We'll see. Let me know what you think. That's it for this week. I'll see you in 2 weeks. I will have reviews every day while I'm out, but no updates for 2 weeks. No unboxings next week. And that's that. Comment, rate, subscribe, and what you think. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you're still watching. See ya.